Years ago, President Trump suggested that COVID very well may have came from a lab in Wuhan, China, and many members in this very room mocked him for that.
Flashback.
President Trump is pushing a conspiracy theory that coronavirus began in a lab in China.
Trump said he believed the Wuhan lab conspiracy theory.
The theory from the lab.
Something that's just a conspiracy theory.
This conspiracy theory.
Racist conspiracy theories are nothing new for the Trump administration.
The president is about to launch this campaign on the basis of a conspiracy theory that this virus emerged from a laboratory.
Donald Trump turning his intelligence community to now investigate a conspiracy theory about COVID coming from a lab.
The president entertains conversation of conspiracy theorists.
Unfounded lab conspiracy theories promoted by Trump.
Trump TV's escape from the lab theory.
One of Trump world's most favorite conspiracy theories.
A flurry of conspiracy theories.
These are conspiracy theories
peddled quite heavily by the Trump administration that the virus is linked to the lab in Wuhan.
Trump has been raising the possibility, but scientists debunk the lab accident theory.
Trump is pushing this theory that the virus was accidentally released from a lab in Wuhan. That's his new angle to feed the wingnuts, to treat this virus like it was a conspiracy of some kind.
It should have never happened. This plague should never have happened. It could have been stopped. But people chose not to stop it.
What people?
Dr. Fauci is shooting down theories after President Trump linked the virus to a lab in Wuhan.
Dr. Anthony Fauci rejected the conspiracy that coronavirus was man-made in a lab in Wuhan, China. And yet, Donald Trump is still pushing the debunked bunkum.
The president floating conspiracy theories.
Dr. Fauci shot down the lab theory.
The problem, the president is once again not synced up with his intel community.
The intelligence community has already come out to say that this is not a human-made virus.
He already was told that there's no evidence that this is man-made.
Trump pushed agencies to hunt for evidence to support an unsubstantiated theory. I mean, you could stop right there and say, you know, what gives, but
nobody's buying Trump's Wuhan lab theory.
It is ridiculous and debunked conspiracy that the coronavirus was developed by these mad scientists in a Chinese lab.
A conspiracy theory to foment xenophobia.
Donald Trump's peddling conspiracies.
This is just fake news from the White House.
Conspiracy theorists were parroting the president's own approach here.
The Trump administration's conspiracy theories of the origins of the coronavirus.
Trump's COVID-19 origin theory is pure baloney.
Scientists are also skeptical of Donald Trump's claims. There is virtually no chance COVID-19 emerged due to a laboratory accident.
Trump flirts with China lab conspiracy theory, but experts rule out the possibility.
President Trump fueled the fringe theory that the virus came from a lab.
Trump pushed an unsubstantiated theory.
President Trump claimed the new coronavirus leaked out of a lab in China. Scientists say the chances of a lab accident are very small.
It's looking like this theory is kind of on thin ice.
Donald Trump's conspiracy theory suggesting the coronavirus was man-made.
Trump's favorite theory is dubious. The virus did not originate in a lab. This discussion is basically over.
President Trump claiming that it came from a lab. Theories that have been shot down by scientists.
Just talking off the top of his head comes conspiracy theories. The president just said it may have come out of a lab.
The president and those conspiracy theories.
Trump's insidious false claim COVID-19 started in a lab.
That lab leak theory, you've heard so much from Trump, that's the least likely option. Not even among the options is the scenario depicted by Donald Trump. Am I reading that correctly?
I think you are.
The Trump administration really alone on the world stage in pushing that theory that it did escape accidentally from a lab.
The Trump administration is so desperately grasping at straws, trying to find someone to blame. They just want a convenient scapegoat. A convenient scapegoat. A convenient scapegoat. A convenient scapegoat.
And I've said right from the beginning, it was the lab in Wuhan. It got out.
It took many years for it to come out, but the president was right in this instance again.
And it lives on tape forever.
The New York Times science reporter tweeted that the lab leak theory has racist roots.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China. I want to be accurate.
There are some, at least one White House official, who used the term Kung Flu, referring to the fact that this virus started in China. Is that acceptable? Is it wrong?
Kung Flu?
Donald Trump's use of racist terms to describe the Chinese source of COVID-19.
Kung Flu.
President Trump using a racist term last night to talk about the coronavirus.
Kung Flu.
President Trump using a racist term to describe the coronavirus. Use the term Kung Flu. My question is, do you think that's wrong? Kung flu. And do
The complete fallacy that COVID-19 originated from a lab in Wuhan, China, was one of former US President Donald Trump's thousands of lies